these degrees don't have as much value as a Birkin bag. Did you know that? So Birkin and Kelly bags have outperformed gold in value growth over the past decade. Luxury authentication experts say some pristine bags, none of my bags are pristine, okay? They've all been worn down to the ground, have doubled in value within 5 years.
Now, I bet you this was written by a woman who wants to send to her husband for Christmas to get a Birkin bag. But no, I seen Angela Yee talking about this. She was getting interviewed.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, she was getting interviewed, and they asked her, like, what are some of the investments she make? And she's big in real estate. She got a different business. But she also started talking about bags. And they were just kind of looking at her like, girl, you just saying this as a way to, you know, just to buy bags. But she was like
or
real
try to
serious.
Flex her bags.
She was real serious. Like, she looked at bags, for one, as an accessory to make her look good when she go out and do this, whatever. But also as a store of value and an investment in these luxury items, because these people are flipping Chanel, Birkin bags.
It's so crazy.
Kelly, all of these bags, they are really holding up their value in the marketplace. And I think when we were talking about this before the show, it's kind of akin to watches for men.
Okay.
Because a lot of men store value in their Rolexes. Rolexes, APs, a lot of these well-known established luxury brands hold up their value. So, for example, the watch I have on right now is a Rolex. I bought the Rolex in 2022, I believe.
So, like,
2021,
going on 4 years ago?
2022, whatever, right? And I guarantee if I look up the watch that I have, even if it didn't appreciate in value, I still can go get the money back that I spent. So it's equivalent to leaving the money in the bank and just letting it sit for 4 years, which is not a good investment. But if I get to wear
but it's better than
nice
depreciating value as well. So not only do you get to wear a nice watch, but the value doesn't depreciate because the dollar is tanking like nobody's business.
And it can be used as a networking tool because a lot of these luxury items, Birkin bags, Audemars Piguet, Rolex watches, they have events. And they might send, like, I got Cartier glasses. They invite me out to events all the time at the Cartier store. I go in there. Now I'm networking with other people who can afford the glasses. Now we're doing business. So it's a lot of ways to justify being a damn consumer and buying these bags. It's a lot of ways to justify it.
I do think it is. I do think it is a way for the brand to push their bags by calling it an investment. Because this word investment for Kelly's, for Birkins, even for like the word investment around things, I remember that being specifically for art.
Yeah.
I remember for art, it was people would justify buying $4,000, $10,000 pieces because it's an investment. This is new to me. You guys can let me know if you've been familiar with looking at bags and watches and what was the monkey thing that everybody?
Oh, the Lala Boo Boo. Yeah,
Labubu.
Yeah.
The other one, it was like you had to buy it with crypto money. It was like a painting.
Oh, NFT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Investment. All of these things were supposed to be investments.
The word investment get thrown around a lot. It's very loose now. It's very loose.
Because when I read things like that, like Hermès Birkin bags are no longer just luxury accessories. They've become serious investments assets. From the moment a Birkin leaves the store, its value often increases, driven by scarcity, craftsmanship, and intense resale demand. I'm like, who?
But okay, here's the reason.
Who is this buyer?
This is what makes them sort of a investment class, because when you walk into Rolex, you can't just walk in and buy it. You got to get on the list. They got to call you. They got to do all this nonsense. Even if they got the watch back there, they're giving the perceived value. And now, for one, they don't really. You can finance Rolexes, but a lot of times the financing isn't there. You got to have the money. Like for mine, I had to put down a deposit, so I had to put down like $2,500 and then come back and pay the rest in cash. If I didn't have the money. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't really put down $2,500 without knowing when I'm gonna be able to get the watch. It could have been a year. Who has $2,500 to just give the Rolex, not earning no money, You see what I'm saying? Other
So
than
you're saying
somebody with
it's not like a situation where a poor person could come in with a credit card that they shouldn't have
correct.
and swipe for a Rolex.
Exactly. That's why a lot of these other brands or like luxury shoes and stuff like that don't really have the value because really anybody can go buy a pair of Gucci shoes. Anybody can go do that. You can finance that, dude. But a lot of these items, you gotta get on the list. You gotta know a person. Like even with with Hermès, you gotta buy like 4 or 5 other products before you can even buy a Birkin, which which ensures that they get their revenue because you really want the Birkin, so you're gonna go buy this $2,500 little wristband bullshit. You're gonna buy some earrings for $3,000. You're gonna buy a necklace for $10,000, and now you are eligible to spend $30,000 on a goddamn bag.
That's crazy. My thing is this. Then it has to be in pristine condition. So then don't even really try to use it too much.
Well, yeah. Wear it to a little outing here and there. You go on a yacht.
Like once
you wear
a year.
It, you sit it down.
Yes.
It's like a show and tell thing.
This is not a person that takes the train.
It's not.
This is not a person who's
Uber
like
Black. You got a driver. You're on a private jet. Like
this is not a person running to catch the bus.
Yes.
This is not a person who would be even in the position to like rough up their bag.
And then when you're rich, think about this. When you're rich, nobody tells you no because you got the money. You walk in Hermès and they tell you no.
That's crazy.
That value in your head. Now you're like, oh my God, I really want this because they told me no. What do you mean no?
So true.
I have to get it. What do I have to do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in so many words, you got to buy this, buy that, and buy this before we can sell you this.
And the thing is, they won't even buy their bags back. The value that these people are talking about with the Birkin bags and the Kelly bags, that's the resale market.
I know, but that makes sense because if anybody can't walk in and get it, I mean, it's scammers that got $50,000. So if a scammer offer you the money and you're just like, all right, well, I'll sell my bag.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's other people who don't have access to it traditionally, but they want to buy it on the resale
because
market.
they still want that cloud.
They still want the cloud. They still want this. They still want that. So just like the Rolexes, you can get a Rolex if you want to do it, quote unquote, affordable or cheap. You go buy it from the store like I did, but you got to wait a year. But if I sell this, the reason it goes up in value because people are willing to pay over price because they can get it now. You can wear this to your meeting tomorrow.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's where the value comes in from the scarcity.
I think that idea that this is valuable because there's not a lot, personally, I don't buy into it. Have you ever been in a situation where something was only valuable because somebody else said it? Like you didn't know about it before. You weren't even thinking about the thing.
Well, I think I mean that's what value is. All luxury is perceived value. That's all luxury really is. I mean, you only
but
like
does
these
that make
brands.
it luxurious to you though? Like personally?
I've been gotten before. I mean, every human has. I've been got. I mean, I got Ace of Spades bottles right here. I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Yeah.
It's champagne at the end of the day. I can go buy some little cheap bullshit champagne, but
And
when
it do the same job.
when I have a good moment and I'm feeling myself, I give my money to Ace of Spades like an idiot. But it makes me feel good about the accomplishment. Yeah, I can go buy some $15 cheap champagne, but I want to pop my shit, pop my bottles. You know what I'm saying? It's a dumb thing. I know I'm doing it dumb, and I would rather do it dumb with a few $100s than a few million or a few thousand.
Okay.
But it happens to all of us. But certain things that are real luxury to me is like time. Cause like I never like when I used to start flying, I used to buy the cheapest seat in the back of the plane.
Yeah.
As long as I get on the Spirit flight, I'm
it doesn't
good.
matter. Yeah.
But now I understand the value of
Like
paying
comfort.
first class or business on a Delta flight, especially being in Atlanta. Because for one, when you go through the TSA, you go right to your line. You go right to where your plane is. You get on the plane and you take off. When you got to go through Spirit, like you got to get on a train. You got to do all this, and then now I got to wait on Spirit. They canceling the flight. You getting cussed out. You might get swung on. You see what I'm saying? So, and when I'm valuing my time, the Delta flight is probably an hour and a half quicker, even if it take off at the same time, because I'm in the front and I don't have to go on the train. I'm saving about an hour and a half.
I like that you said your time is like valuable to you. That's what you look at as like the real luxury, because I think comfort is the real luxury. Like
Yeah.
the idea that sometimes these luxurious brands are marketed to me, I'm like, I don't think that's comfortable to me. Like,
Yeah.
one, it's not comfortable to me to spend all that money on no bag, but it's also like, does it fit my lifestyle?
Yeah.
Like, does it fit
Like you would rather have you rather be comfortable in like probably where you live or something like that versus having these crazy bags.
But I think I would even rather be comfortable spending that money on like a trip to Mykonos. That's what, like, I value the experience over the
that's fair.
thing. I want to be on a beach. I want to be laid up. I want to look at the Cabana Boy. Like, I want to do that type
That's
of
fair.
stuff with my 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. They said it was $12,000 on the retail market. That's a nice little trip.
Yeah, a lot of these bags, man, they very